Hello everyone, my name is Theresa Turner and I'm author of Lamarra The Woman at the Well. I'm also pastor of Living the Resurrected Life Ministries. Lamarra The Woman at the Well is about the Samaritan woman in the Gospel of John chapter 4 in the Bible. She has an encounter with Christ at the well and they have this great conversation. And in that he inquires about her husband and to go get her husband. And with that, she says, I don't have a husband. He says, I know, you've had 5, and the one you're with isn't yours. So my book is a fictional account of who her husbands could have been and her life before and after her encounter with Christ. She's one of my favorite characters. We don't know a lot about her, just what we read in the Gospel of John chapter 4. And with that, she's always been a mystery to me. Who were her husbands? What led her to come to the well that day? How was she received after her encounter with Christ? So there were just so many things that were unknown about her. And even though that chapter is rich with biblical accounts and information, we knew very little about her. Wow. The Lord was trying to get me to write another book, and it was very difficult for me to do. So he used my favorite character, the Samaritan woman, to encourage me to just let it flow, let my feelings, my thoughts. And with that, I began to write about her, what the things that I felt that I saw her represented as. As you read the book, you'll see that she's definitely a woman of God and a woman who loves God. But we see with her walk, as you read the book, her character traits just come out. And with that, God just used my feelings about her and who she could be to communicate that to others.
In your life, or or any experiences that you was able to kind of put into this book?
You know, in writing this book, it is written from a married woman's perspective. And with that, as you know, she's been married 5 times. So I drew not only from my own experiences, but, experiences that people I know or things I've read, and incorporated that into the book. Lamarra, The Woman at the Well, originally was a play. It was a play that our church had put on, and as with anything, it's difficult to find enough people to participate, but we put it on anyway, and everyone loved it. Well, from there, I wanted to do the play again, put the play on again, but we didn't, my script writer needed to have more information about the characters, and that's how the book developed. I was writing about the characters and it just turned into a book. So now we still look forward to eventually putting on the play, but it's been so well received. Now people want a sequel to the book. And that is exactly what I'm doing in the process of writing the sequel to Lamarra The Woman at the Well. Great question. You know, the Bible is replete with opportunities to elaborate all the characters, all the situations. This is just full. I mean, we see that in the movies today. You know, people have taken so many biblical movies and brought them to light. And of course, I have other favorite characters of mine from the Bible that I would love to bring to the page. So, yes, I do have some other people or individuals that I'd like to focus on in the Bible. And they're not necessarily the more popular ones. So I think that makes it even more interesting for me. So by all means, I'm looking forward to bringing to the page a lot more of the biblical characters that we find in the Bible. Testimonies I've received about the book is that they couldn't put it down, that they wanted to, but they had to know what was going to happen next. There were those who wanted to just skip to the back of the book and find out how it ended because they felt that their heart couldn't take the drama and the excitement about what was going on in the book. Actually, there is a contest right now of how fast someone can read it. I think we're down to 4 hours. The last person reported reading the book only took them 4 hours to read it. Before that, it was 10 hours and 30 minutes, and it was also a 12 hours it took someone to read the book. I'm just excited and grateful that people enjoy it. So they always use the term that they loved it. They loved it. And it was very engaging to them, and they loved the creativity of the characters and how they were actually brought to life. One aspect that really touches my heart, people feel that they're actually in the book, that they feel like they're part of it, that they're part of the crowd or they're part of the scene, and they feel that they're right there with them. And that just blesses me to no end that they actually feel a part of the characters in the book. Did I ever see myself being a writer? No, that was the last thing. I am no literary genius or major by any stretch of the imagination. I've always been one interested in science or biology, so for me to endeavor into writing was truly a call from God. I always jokingly say I can't spell and I need a dictionary for everything, so the idea of writing was not something that really interested me. I had friends who were writers. Even their Christmas cards were perfect. Their salutations, they even wrote on an invisible line. Me, quite the opposite. So this is truly a move of God to get me to sit down and write a book. I just thank Him for it because it's truly been a blessing, and so many people's lives have been touched and changed by reading Lamarra The Woman at the Well. What do I value? I value relationships. I value people. The thing is, people take for granted the relationships they have, may it be with family or friends, the relationships we have with coworkers. That's one of the things that God values. He values people, and because of that, He came into relationship with us through His Son, Jesus Christ. And we're to have relationships with one another. And we're to share that good news of Jesus Christ with everyone that we meet. Some people don't even recognize the fact that, they're already seeing God's hand stretch out to them, inviting them to come in and have that relationship with Him. So if my book, Lamarra The Woman at the Well, encourages people to do just that, to step in and have that relationship with the Lord Jesus Christ. It changed her life. It can change theirs. Well, if you're interested in a copy of Lamarra The Woman at the Well, she's on Amazon, at Barnes & Noble, also at Harvest Christian Bookstore. You can pick up a copy. If you go to Lamarra The Woman at the Well, her Facebook page, there's a link for booking Theresa Bean Turner. So also I have an author's page, and you can find out where the next event will be for a book signing, and you can get an autographed copy of my book. So I hope you enjoy the read. please contact me, leave a review, or leave a post, either on my author's page, Theresa Beam Turner, author, or at Lamarra The Woman at the Well. And I hope to see you soon.